Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So in this video it's going to be another makeup tutorial. I'm so sorry that me and Jahan have not uploaded anything recently. It's just because life has gotten in the way, and honestly I'm not going to bore you guys with all of those details. But this makeup look is kind of a grungy fall makeup look, at least in my opinion, of what my perception of what fall makeup look can be. So I'm just not going to bore you guys. Let's just jump right into the video. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, and also please do subscribe and follow us on Instagram. My personal Instagram as well as our page's Instagram is always linked down below in the description box. So I've already primed and prepped my skin, and for hydration I use the E.LF Prep and Hydrate Balm, and then for primer I use my favorite Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer just on my T-zone. And for foundation I'm going to go into one of my favorites, and that's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and I am in the color Caramel. I'm just going to dot this all over my face and then blend it out using my L'Oreal sponge. I had to just like quickly clip my hair up just because I can't do foundation with like my hair in my face. I don't know how people do that. But again, I'm just, it's got in my hair. Again, I'm just going to apply another layer of foundation, and I'm just blending it out with the L'Oreal sponge. Using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the color Tan San. And for concealer, what I normally do is I first apply it under my eyes because I actually want that to set a little bit. And then I'm going to apply it on my nose. And make sure when you're applying concealer, you kind of connect the highlight that you're putting on your forehead as well. And then I'm going to apply a little bit on these smile lines, on my chin here, and a touch on my upper lip area. And the first place that I'm actually going to blend out is my chin area and my forehead, just because I don't want those to set. The reason why I do that first is because I want my under eyes and my nose to set really well first. It'll just give me a little bit more coverage. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is in the color Medium. I wouldn't suggest you use to like set your entire face. At least for me, I don't. But I'm just going to take my sponge and kind of just apply a little bit of the powder and just set under my eyes first. To set the rest of my face and to wipe away any of the excess powder that I have all over my face, I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Better Skin Powder. I am in the color Coconut. I actually really do love this powder. This is actually my second one. I will say that the color range of this powder isn't the best, just because I think this is their darkest shade, and clearly I am not the darkest shade that's out there. But I'm just going to use this Zoeva, I don't even know what brush this is. The name has like wiped off because I use it so much. But I'm just going to use this to kind of just press the powder into my face and wipe away and dust away this excess product. I'm also going to take a big fluffy brush. This is one from E.L.F. And I'm just going to just kind of pack on the powder on the brush. I'm going to bring this down to my neck. To bronze up my face, I'm going to be using my Hula Benefit bronzer, and I'm going to take this dual-ended brush that actually Jahan got for me when she went to London, and I'm just going to use this to not really contour, but more to just bronze up my skin. So I'm just going to put that on the hollows of my cheeks and blend it up on those temples and my forehead. To actually contour, I'm going to be using my Bahama bronzer from the Balm Cosmetics, and I'm going to be using this tapered contour brush from Royal and Lancome. I think I'm saying that right. And I'm just going to apply the product on the very tips of my brush, and I'm going to focus most of the product on the very base where my hairline is, and just chisel out those cheekbones. So there's a little bit of darkness right at the back here. For blush, I'm going to be going in with my Milani powder blush in the color Romatic Rose. You guys know I use this blush all of the time and I really do love it. It's definitely a blush that you have to kind of layer and pack on, but I totally don't mind that just because I'm not the biggest fan of blush. So the less pigmented it is for blushes, I personally like.
I swear to God, it's like always quiet in here, and as soon as I'm ready to film, the buttons outside will always pass by my house.
Highlight, I'm going to go into the Nikki Tutorials and Ofra collaboration, and I'm going to be taking this gold shade right here, and I'm going to be using a brush from E.LF. It reminds me a lot of the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush, so I'm just going to take that and apply that on my cheeks. These highlighters you don't need a lot because they are very, very pigmented. So as you guys can tell, I did do the other eye off camera, and I'm going to do the other eye with you guys. And I'm going to be using my Pure Solei Diaries for this look. I'm going to start off by going in with my Sigma E40 like I always do. And I'm going to pick up the color Stunner, which is right here. Seeing this shadow in my upper crease area. You can see I'm really just buffing this out and diffusing it, but making sure that the pigment is still there. Going in with my 228 brush from Zoeva, I'm picking up the color Snazzy and really packing on the color onto my brush. Placing and packing on the color onto that outer V, and then just really buffing it out into the crease, as well as buffing it out and extending it into a V. Really deepen up that outer corner. I'm taking my Zoeva 227 brush and this single shadow from the Balm Cosmetics. This is in, what is the name of the shadow? It's called Matte Oskins. I'm probably saying that so wrong. Just placing this on the outer V. I'm just going to first like pack onto the pigment and then buff and blend it out. So for my lid color, I'm going to make sure that I have the least amount of fallout on my face and the most product on my eye. And for that, I'm going to be doing 2 extra precautions. And I'm going to go in with the NYX Glitter Primer. And I'm going to place that all over my lid. I'm going to first put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then using my finger, I'm just going to apply that on my lid. And I'm just going to kind of blend this until I feel like it's getting a little bit tacky. And then with a flat shader brush, I'm going to be mixing 2 shadows for the lid. Mixing Twinkle and Dazzle right here at the bottom. And then spraying it with a little bit of a setting spray. This is the Slay All Day setting spray. For the lower lash line, I'm going back into that single shadow from the Balm Cosmetics with this little brush from Real Techniques. And I'm really packing on this color on the lower half of my lower lash line. Then to blend that out, I'm going back in with a little bit of Stunner and then just blending out those edges. For my inner corner highlight as well as my brow bone highlight, I'm going back into the Nikki Tutorials and Ofra collaboration, and I'm picking up again that gold shade that we use as our highlighter. I can make your dreams come true. Boy, I'll be a woman, womanly. I can be a woman, woman sweet. Call you Mr. Romantic. Say you make me feel good, Mr. Romantic. I could be a woman, womanly. I could be a woman, woman sweet. Call you Mr. Romantic. Say you make me feel good, Mr. Romantic. Time to show you. Show them, show them, show them.